Hi, it's Dan Harmon. If you're like me, you're a big fan of Harmontown, the podcast, and you wish that you didn't have to wait so long for it to drop after we record it. But here's the thing. Jeff Spencer, take it.
You do not have to wait.
You can not only hear it right after it happens, you can watch it too in delicious, deluxe, high-definition multicam on your browser or your mobile phone.
We do edit some stuff out sometimes. Like, I'll say something so incredibly racist that we will catch it right before it drops as a podcast.
But you get to watch Dan right before the sedition hearing when he talks shit about Trump again.
Right.
Sometimes we have really famous guests, but we just cut it out of the podcast entirely.
Because it turns out they're pedophiles.
Sometimes Spencer's never wearing a shirt.
Most of the time. We put that in post.
Not to mention all the times you always hear people laughing at something that doesn't sound funny because someone is making a funny face or wearing a funny shirt.
Yeah, for $5 you get to watch all that stuff. You can see the weirdos sitting down, like getting nervous on camera. There's like one camera that's just right up someone's nose, and they're always picking their nose and stuff like that. That's good.
As if that wasn't enough, here's some political incentive. We will match your new subscription to the Harmontown live feed up until April 15th. The day of the big tax march, we'll match it with a donation to the ACLU,
which stands for a clue, which is what you should get.
And I know that's triggering your thought of going, doesn't the ACLU now have $800 million? Because, but here's the thing. ACLU money is like toilet paper money. It never expires.
But if political encouragement weren't enough, some apolitical encouragement is if you sign up, you get access to a year and a half of our back catalog of video episodes, including the tour in Australia and Harmon Country, as well as audio downloads on the night of the record, on just minutes after it airs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many times have you been listening to Harmontown for free after Wednesday and thought, I would really want to know what that guy looks like or what she looks like, or I want to see exactly how uncomfortable the audience is when Adam Goldberg is on stage. Mm-hmm. Now, for $5 a month, you get to see it as well as hear it. You can almost taste the Harmontown. Go to harmontown.com/live for your subscription to watch us as well as hear us. It really, really is a taste treat. Dan gave me little eyebrows.
I was like, holy shit, that guy just hit the bullseye. I think it's a taste treat.
Attention. Attention.
Hi, have I got your attention? Great. Hey, this is Steve Agee. Hey, did you know I have a podcast here on Feral Audio? It's called Steve Agee. Of course you didn't, because they never advertise it. I don't know if you haven't noticed this or not, but lately Feral's been doing a lot of advertising of all their new podcasts, which is great. There's some really great podcasts. But there's also a lot of really great podcasts that have been around since the beginning, like mine. That's right. I've had a podcast here. I've done almost 80 episodes, you guys. I've had guests like Juliette Lewis, Weird Al Yankovic, Liam Lynch, Diablo Cody, Kumail Nanjiani, Rich Fulcher, Phil Lamar, Adam Goldberg, Mikey Schumann, and Troy Van Leeuwen from Queens of the Stone Age. Guys, the list goes on. You should give my podcast a listen. I'm sorry, does anybody else hear that dripping?
Feral Audio.
Crittenden out to the stage. There he is. And emerging from his theatrical cocoon, the mayor of Harmontown, Dan Harmon.
Hello, Comic-Con. Hello, San Diego. Thank you so much. God, I've been hydrating for you all day. Like I got so drunk yesterday, and I made up my mind. We're not doing a bad show for San Diego. Thank you guys for coming out. We're in competition with Star Wars, Star Trek, Muppet movies, whatever. Every major corporation that has anything to sell is selling it tonight at Nerd Dance, Nerd Can. This is the pop cultural epicenter of the year and of the country, and these are the looks like 500 people or so that like really loved us above all else. Yeah. And we owe them an amazing show. Like, I will not leave this stage until each of you feels like you've got $30 worth of entertainment, and that's not fucking around. Like, I'm gonna do whatever I have to do for you. But that also means I have to guard and protect you against abuses of your time. So, you know.
But Dan, we have nothing for sale here except entertainment. They didn't buy that at all.
So we all just came from the same yacht. I think that's the most important thing.
Let's talk about the yachts.
Actually, you know what? We can wait for that until our guest comes out, because I don't want her to have to wait too long.
Right.
I'll talk about things that our guest wasn't there for. Like the fact that I got my testicles checked because I felt like a small something, and I was like, whatever. It's like in the tissues, but not the.
Was it right above your balls?
No, that's my penis.
Okay.
I felt something under the underside, but I was like, I don't know. It's just like, it's something that's like life is going too good. Like, I'm very happy and very much in love, and I'm working on things that I love, and so of course I had to feel around until I found something.
Right.
And so it made me think, like, I got to go to the doctor. So I went to the doctor, and it's weird when my doctor's like a bro. Like, he makes jokes, he does bits, and so then when he's like, so what's going on? And I was like, I think maybe a lump. And he's like, in your butt? In your balls? Sorry, I didn't say in your butt. You guys are making me nervous. He's like, and I said, in your balls. And then he felt the balls. And so he's feeling my balls, but he's like a guy. He's like a Scrubs character. Like, he's just like a Zach Braffy, kind of like, he's just a bro. And so he's feeling my balls. But I didn't realize, I touched my nipple. I reached up and I was like, I caught myself. He was just feeling my balls around, and I went. I reached up and I touched my nipple.
Because as a reflex.
I don't know. And Cody had told me before. She said, like, did you touched your nipple when what? God damn it! Now I forgot. What? I want to hold your dick while you pee. Oh, okay. Sorry, that's
Why is she off stage for that line?
Because she's not.
This isn't Chekhov. She should be on stage for the action.
I leave that up to her. I don't want to play. She's not a performer. She doesn't like the spotlight unless it's unconditional.
But she wants to hold your dick while you pee.
Well, yeah, but she wanted to remind me of the story. We were at a hotel, and she's like, I want to hold your dick when you pee. A lot of people will testify to this. This is the kind of stuff that's not politically correct, but it's like it's something that people do. Like,
it sounds romantic as hell.
Can I aim your wiener while you pee? And she told me that I was touching my nipple while she was doing it. I was like, no, I wasn't, because there's nothing really sexual about it. It was just a favor for a friend. Like, there you go. It's like coming to the firehouse and you go like don't play with matches, and okay, here's what a hose is like, and like, you know. But apparently she said, you touched your nipple, and I was like, no, I didn't, because I wasn't. But then the doctor was like checking my testicles, and I was like playing with my nipple.
Right.
And then I went, wah! So what I'm saying is, we're all the same.
I think what you're saying is we're all a little different.
No, we're all the same.
Now, is it always the same nipple? When she was holding your wiener and he was checking your balls, is it left hand to left nipple? Or
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what I did when she was helping me pee, but I remember this because I remember the sensation of me going like, what am I doing? Because I was like shifting him around for him. I was like on the bottom side, and then I was like, neat.
Do you think it's more of a comfort thing than a sexual thing, or are those two things related?
Well, I think that things that give you comfort anything that gives you comfort is a potential addiction, and addiction is like your neurology growing around something. So as my therapist says, if you have your first drink when you're 12 years old, like the experience you have is, oh my God, I had a cup of this stuff and I had a great night. So it's not the same when you do it when you're 16, and it's not the same when you do it when you're 32, because your neurology like develops a relationship around the process. So you have no idea at any given time if you think you're doing what you want to do. It might be something that your brain thinks you want to do because wanting to do it makes you want to feel wanna. Like it doesn't. It might just be garbage, and then you have to combine that with, gee, I wonder if we're vulnerable to an oligarchy hypnotizing us on a mass scale, indoctrinating our values to a left and right margin.
Do you think Dr. Brath, your doctor, do you think somebody whose job is to put fingers in that many butts and touch that many balls for lumps and for serious reasons sees a certain range of behavior, like a lot of nipple touching or a lot of,
I don't know, man,
like neck scratching?
You know, he seems like the kind of guy that would definitely, if he had seen, if he thought there was a joke to be had, he would have made it. Like, this is a guy, like, he does bits. He's like a funny Beverly Hills doctor. He's a bro.
He's a bro. Don't we go to the same doctor? No, same office.
Same office, but you got some classic.
No, my guy thinks he's funny, but he's really not funny.
That's every doctor. Like, I'm sorry if you're a doctor, like, you think you're funny, but the people are terrified. Like they're chuckling nervously, like they're like, like what? Like, it's weird. If you're a doctor and you think you're funny, you need to think again, because you work all day with people who have been like basically waterboarded.
I haven't had a full like medical like blood test, the whole thing. I said, give me the works. I want to know if I'm dying, living forever. Like, I want to know everything about me. And he gave me the whole stuff, and he called me up, and he was like, okay, this is good, this is great. He goes, your liver, kidneys are fine. I'm like, what? I couldn't believe that, by the way.
I never can. He keeps telling me my liver's great. I'm like, if you say so.
I was really hoping
maybe his liver scanner is off, or just like to thump it.
But he goes, I don't know, there's one thing, there's kind of an anomaly, Jeff, here. There's a little bit of like density in your red blood cells. Maybe you need to get a little more folic acid, B vitamins in your diet. I said, well, I am vegetarian. And he goes, I thought you were a Libra. And I paused on the phone for as long as I could. Like, I think 8 seconds. And I said, I'm sorry, I was just putting that on your chart.
So that's the thing. Okay, I want to. By the way, Spencer, how are you?
Oh, I'm great. Yeah. No. Come on. Yeah, this is great. I just sit here and I get applause. It's amazing.
I was kicking up the street, walking up the road from down by the marina up to the theater here at the Balboa, and I just walked by Spencer, and he's like, hey man, how's it going? Something made so much sense about just walking by Spencer at Comic-Con, and it felt so good.
Well, yes and no, because Spencer doesn't dig crowds and like people, so this is simultaneously, this is the place where you'd be most like regarded and simultaneously probably most possibly unhappy.
Oh yeah, both of those things. No, it's great. People say hi. They're just like, oh, Spencer, and I'm like, oh, you.
Except you fucking bolted back to that yacht when those Game of Thrones people showed up.
Oh no, I was on a very specific and private errand. It was great.
Getting weed.
Oh no, that was the public part of the errand.
Dan, yacht spoilers.
Yeah, really. Come on.
No, I don't. I was typing about it that we came from. But why don't we bring out our guest? She plays Summer on Rick and Morty. Spencer Grammer's here. I think, yeah.
Hello, Spencer.
Hello.
Oh God.
We have a surfeit of Spencers up here. We're being surfeited by Spencers.
I didn't realize that they were talking about you.
Yeah, sorry.
They kept saying Spencer on the way over, and
it's like that at the office. They're all like, "Oh, Spencer's coming," and I'm like, "I haven't heard about this at all." And it's you.
Spencer has to record, and Spencer did this. Yeah.
I'll go. Yeah. Should I go?
How amazing is Spencer?
I'll go by Carl tonight. I'll be Carl.
Okay.
It'll work.
It's a good name.
No,
it's
it's
a solid
not.
name.
I don't know. I think it's a worse name.
Sorry,
Carl's the worst name. There's probably Carls out there.
I hope so.
Do you have a middle name, Spencer?
Oh, yeah.
What in the?
Karen?
Carl.
Spencer.
It's weird that both of our middle names start with the K sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my middle name's not actually Carl. I just feel it's worse than Carl, which I've called a terrible name, so I'll lose if I reveal it.
What's your middle name? We can all look it up.
Yeah, no, look it up.
You and IMDb? IMDb Pro?
I'm going through
Yeah,
these
I
script
think so.
templates on Final Draft.
Did you write a script for me?
Where the fuck is Community and Rick and Morty? Open from. Come on. Come on. With the,
What's your
Hi.
what's your middle name? Spencer.
Okay.
Mine?
Yeah.
Karen.
Karen.
Yeah,
K?
with a K.
Yeah. Spencer?
I don't know how else you would spell it.
C. Q.
CH.
Quran.
It's a different show.
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not even.
What are you
I'm not
doing?
paying
What are
attention.
you
I'm sorry.
doing?
There's a podcast.
We're literally just talking
Are
about
you
my middle
opening up
names.
old drafts of scripts? What's going on?
I'm
Riveting.
just like looking through. This is Steve Levy's laptop, so I won't dig too hard.
Let's go through Steve Levy's shit right now.
Let's
Look
see
We
what
have
he's-
an opportunity
What's he looked at? Let's see his photos.
Oh shit! Find some. All right.
Go to his
that's sweet.
iMessages.
Those look like nice people.
That was his fraternity.
Sigma Pi.
Okay, behind the scenes.
Oh.
He's so cute.
Look at him. That was his first girlfriend. Or his mother.
Find a folder.
Oh, was that me? Go back. I'm hungad like ungad.
Me too.
Wait, check out those emojis. That might tell us something.
Okay, we got Black
Look at these
Santa.
recently
Those are
used
frequently
emojis.
used.
Well, no, I
the
can't- I
Black
can't-
Santa's a
it's a
popular
snap-
one,
it's a
I gotta
photo.
say. And
It's
to
a
poop.
photo.
I know it's a photo, Dan.
No, well, what do you want me to go to those emojis? What do you?
They're already there. These are
That's
the
what-
recently
these are
used
the-
emojis.
They tell you. They
See,
tell you his
click on them.
story.
You know that.
No, no one's asking you to click on them.
Oh, okay.
We're looking to glean information about
Okay,
Steve
Why,
Levy.
why is the snowman the first
next?
one?
That's what I want to know. What kind of monster?
This one.
Shy Monkey, I know about.
The Shy Monkey, Steve Levy, like gives
Yeah.
you
See
any
no
number of
evil.
Shy Monkeys.
Yeah, the see no evil
See no
monkey.
evil monkey.
Yeah. He
With
does
the
that in
snowman.
response to every time. Like Cody and I, for instance, like
Yeah.
we have a thing where
Can we pull this?
Every time you talk about when she's holding her dick to pee.
We'll show the photo.
We'll try to trick Steve Levy. We'll go like if he like we'll go, hey, does the PR department have that one photo or something like? And they go like, no, can I send you one? And then it's always we'll send him a photo
Yeah.
that Cody took of me laying on a hotel bed with my balls hanging out of my underwear.
Of your underwear?
And he keeps, and then there's
And
like
he
all the
just
Shy
sends
Monkey
that.
responses.
But also,
Oh my god.
can we talk about your balls in that photo, Dan? Because your balls look spectacular in
They're
that
big.
photo. They're almost admitting. They're admitting their own light.
This
This
looks
guy's
amazing.
photo roll. He's such a company man.
Yeah, really.
There's got to be one weird dick pic in here. Some horrible thing.
There's gonna be one. Yeah, it's gonna be.
Maybe
like
he knew you
this.
were going to use it. There we go.
Oh,
So cute.
Marlon Brando.
Tinder much?
Stanley. Oh, whoa.
Oh, that's a
Real
secret.
monkey.
Oh,
What is that?
that's a dick pic. That's a weird dick pic.
Oh, that is.
His dick looks like weird turkey jerky.
Well, this is something we
with
can
chili flakes on
analyze.
it.
Okay. Somebody's got a crush on.
That's his
some
sister, right?
Singer-songwriter. Okay. Wait.
Oh, I have a crush.
Okay. All right.
Keep going.
He loves his family.
Okay. Wait, we better not.
This is so
Okay, all
unethical.
right. You know what? This could blow back on me.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm here. I'm thinking like, let's go through his underwear. Like, like, no, you're gonna find
his
your
job
bag
to
of
find
cocaine
your
in his
underwear.
His underwear. Yeah,
Like,
that's-
yeah, he's
Sorry.
sitting back there going, yeah, keep going, motherfucker. It's just going to
Let's
be a
see what
receipt for
happens.
your
That's what the snowman
shock
means.
therapy.
It's a cocaine snowman.
Oh, yes, like, why is number one emoji on his thing snowman? That means he's clearly a dealer.
Right, yeah. Is it snowing in LA?
Right.
Yeah, all
Or
we
is
ever
it snowing in San Diego?
Maybe he moonlights as one of Santa's elves.
Steve, do you want to come out and defend yourself?
Possibility.
Steve Levy, everybody. Let's bring him out. Steve Levy.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Let's talk about that snowman first off.
Yeah, what's the deal?
And then I want to talk about how many black Santas he used.
What?
It's true. Don't look it up.
I didn't hear her.
Yeah.
It's true.
What's the question?
Snowman. Spill.
I use that for like hugs.
How?
Because it's like a snowman. He's got his arms out like.
Right.
But snowmen
and
are-
he's made of ice.
And you hug him and he'll melt and die.
And he's not of woman born. He's a fucking robot. And you're...
Is it closest... What emoji
But Dan,
do you
Dan, the children say
hug?
he could dance and play.
Groundhog?
Just as much as you and me.
All right. Well, what do you guys want the community movie to be about? Because I got to start writing a page per
Right
minute.
now.
So Troy's on a pirate ship that he's taken over
a great
because
start.
he was a captive
All right.
off
I'm just going
screen.
to take... Every once in a while, I'm going to write a page a minute. Somebody... does anybody have a timer?
Yeah.
Just like... Okay.
Oh, this
Okay.
is what Steve's great at. Logistics.
He's like, I have a timer.
Oh, this is a terrible... Wait, this is a terrible template. I don't know why... this is How I Met
Pirate
Your
ship?
Mother.
You actually have that as
I
a
need to just...
location.
Don't go to
Yeah.
open recent because that's revealing
Oh, yeah.
some secret project we're working on.
All right. Dan, I'm going to take like six strips of paper, and I'm going to hand these out to people. I just want lines of dialogue that somebody might say in this. I just want a neutral line of dialogue at all. And maybe Dan will use
I
these.
think ask them who has a pen first.
Yeah, don't let him take any pens from us. We'll need those for later.
All right, and you ready?
Well, let me... I want to do an act thing.
Somehow got stuck on
How do you
outlines.
start an act?
Well, whatever. It's Act 1. I mean, you'll know that. Like, we'll have a writer's assistant clean this up.
Sounds good.
James, you're in the
I don't
audience,
think
right?
that's-
Boone.
Yeah, let's James
Paid
up here.
in.
All right,
Interior
here we go. Yeah.
pirate
Okay.
ship?
Start.
Interior,
So 1 minute, and then we'll get back to the show. All
right, let's do it.
And Jeff, you can read what I'm writing for the people that are listening
interior
to. All right.
pirate ship captain's.
Okay, yeah, you do it.
Cabin?
Okay, yeah.
She's closer to you, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know anything about
No, you're doing good.
community that well.
Okay,
So you'll have
good.
to give me names.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll blow it up
larger
for you
font.
guys.
All right, I'm pausing.
Okay.
Relax.
There we are.
Red bars.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's some. See, what podcast could change fonts to that size that quickly?
But I need to shrink it a
Also,
little
what
bit.
podcast is writing? We're the worst.
That was the one you said it to.
It's an odd choice.
Podcast gold.
Troy
Sorry, I had to
Barnes
shrink it
stands at his
Oh, geez, you're doing it. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Spencer's
at his map or his leisure map.
I want leisure map to be a real
It's
thing.
like a treasure map, but for leisure.
X marks the bed.
He has a red macaw. Well, it's dotted also. It's very. Yeah, you should know that they're trying to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Sorry, there was a macaw.
There's a red macaw in the corner.
Wait, is she narrating or
I don't know.
It's a give and take situation right now.
ghostwriting?
This is what real writing is, you guys.
Treasure boy. That's my best red macaw impression. Someone needs to enter now. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
A girl? Can it be? Oh, male. Okay, damn it. Can we make him peg legged?
And that's a minute.
We did it.
That's a minute.
Damn it.
An empowered male. Finally, a white empowered male.
Oh, okay, all right. Untitled How I Met Your Mother 3 is the perfect title. Let's put that on the desktop next to Jordan Levy resume. Okay. Wait, hey, come on. Untitled How I...
Man, I should not have used
Met Your
my
Mother's
Come on,
three.
save it. Okay.
Better mine than
How did I
Dan's.
Met Your Mother?
Yeah, that
Empowered,
would've been
All right, let's
unquestionable.
talk about dogs, racism, Comic-Con, sexual
What about the
harassment.
boat party?
Let's talk about this
Yeah,
yacht.
this
boat.
yacht
Are we
party.
done? Is that all we're doing now?
Okay.
That's it.
Okay,
what
Levy, didn't you
happens?
get a tarot card reading at the?
She was a hack.
Did Cody tell you what
I
she
was there.
said?
Yeah, she texted me to ask you about it.
Aww.
He's gonna find love.
So Cody, no, it was James and his wife Roxy, they were like, "Oh man, tarot cards! You guys, you should get your tarot read." And I was like, "I don't know, that sounds kind of strange." And that's not for me.
This is how everyone gets their tarot cards read.
Yeah. Well,
Same
okay.
story.
So Cody
So what
comes and she's
happens?
like, "You're doing it," and she sits me down, and this lady, she's like, asked me questions. She asked me to shuffle the deck. I shuffle the deck. She's like, "What do you want to know? Like, what's a question you want answered?" And I said, I don't know, something about balance. How do I get balance in my life?
Sure.
And Cody's like,
typical question.
yeah. and Cody's like, no, that's a bad question. Say like, ask about your love life. And I was like, all right,
Yeah,
let's do
that's a
something
good
about my love
question.
life. And she,
Ask them about something they've rehearsed answering.
Yeah, like
How do I
just
get
throw her
balance?
vote,
They're like, I don't
you
know. Snickers? I mean, come on, ask me what are the 3 things you're supposed to ask so I can do my cold reading technique.
all right, so she goes, okay, so you want to figure out how to balance your work life with love life and all this other stuff. And I was like, yeah, sure, that's great. All right, shuffle the deck, put the cards out on the table, and then she's like, okay, pick 5 cards. And I picked 5 cards, and she put them in this weird cross. And she went, whoa, you had some weird cards. This is weird.
And she gave you your money
That'll
back.
be $85.
And then
Sorry, can't help you.
Yeah,
Weird
I'm in the
cards.
wrong
It's
business.
like when you take a Honda to the mechanic.
and then she was like, she gives you like a 1-sentence readout, like a broad, like, okay, here's the deal. And I don't really remember what she said. It was something along the lines of like,
No, continue,
Wait, she made that sound?
Kind of like you right there.
I bet.
Like that.
she.
Yeah,
she
well, it
was
sounds
like
like
that.
she was like, "Oh, this is weird. This
Okay,
is
so-
weird."
What did she say, Levy?
She said
you were going to meet a girl from a crowd of 800
No,
people.
she said, you need to focus on work right now. Work is your life. You got to keep working really hard because
Work is your love life.
now's not the time for anything else in your life except
agree.
for work.
I agree.
And she said, now let
Cody
me.
slipped her a 20.
No, Cody looked
I
at me.
slipped her 100 before this meeting. Just tell him work is his future.
Cody looked at me and she went, "Oh, this woman's a hack," and then stopped listening instantly.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, explain to me these cards. And she was like, okay, look, you got these like pentacles, which are coins, and then you have a lot of swords. And she was
There
like,
are a lot of swords.
There
at this-
are.
at
she
this
was like,
table.
you got some really rare cards in here.
cups.
Let me show you how they all link together. And
How are there rare cards
Yeah,
in
they're
the
all in the
deck that
deck.
she uses all the time? This is like that.
I didn't put this joker in here.
it's like cards less chosen, I guess. I don't know.
Whatever.
Or like, whatever.
It's hack.
Well, no, but what did she say?
So she said, she said that it's very clear you're in an apprenticeship and you're working really hard, this middle card means this is a guy physically making coins, and he's working really hard to make coins. So she was saying, like, that's
Stick
what
with
you're
it.
doing. That's like your life right now.
Is that guy?
Is that guy? And the guy below is like this guy who's like a humble whatever, and he's working really hard. And then the card to the left was strength. It was a woman holding a lion's jaw open, and she was like, "You're really strong and really great at what you're doing, and whatever. You just don't stop." Because the top card was some kind of sword thing. It was like a strong sword, and she was like, which means eventually you will be like king. You're gonna get to where you want to be.
You're going to kill me.
No.
I mean, that's where this goes. If we're on Game of Thrones.
I figured I'm fine with that.
But the card to the right of the center was 9 swords down, and she was like, "This is a sad card. This
She's like,
means
you're
that
Jewish.
He'll be sad for Killian.
This is the Jew card.
She said that you're gonna have some kind of like emotional turmoil in the future that you'll have to work through, whether that's like like something internal or
bold prediction.
Yeah.
She really
Prior
risked
to
a lot.
killing
There will be a
King.
death in your family eventually.
I see good times and
But-
bad times.
she brought it all back around and was like, this is not the time for love or anything else in your life except for working as an apprentice, and
love
you'll
that.
get to where you
Accruing disposable income
yeah.
and frequent visits to me, your chiropractor. I mean tarot card lady. They're all the same. They're all the same. All right.
Back on Community.
Maybe.
What is it? Okay, so these are phrases that I'm supposed to work into the.
I just said
Holy
people might write down.
Holy S.
Maybe incorporate some of this dialogue.
All right, can we get let's try multitasking. I'm gonna try to finish this page while we talk about the fact that we were on the Game of Thrones yacht.
Yeah, that was the
But it
coolest
wasn't the
thing
Game of
ever.
Thrones yacht. It was the Justin Roiland, Rick and Morty, Alex Hirsch,
Yeah.
Cliff Blazinski.
But apparently, the Game of Thrones people really like Rick and Morty.
and so
You walk down. Let me set the stage for you. You walk down at the back of the Marriott into Marina, and you go to. And I went through the gate, and I said, "Where do we go? We're on the F dock." And he goes, "Yeah, you see that boat down there? Like the one with the smokestack?" I'm like, "The one that looks like the old yachts." I thought
The
we were gonna
oldest yacht
I
in the
thought we were
town.
going to be on some like crappy little boat, and we'd all be jammed on like a little tiny thing. It was this big ass yacht, but like old timey. It's a 1929 yacht. Called High Spirits, and it looks like the Rockefellers might have fucked on that yacht at one point. And there was veggie burgers and sliders on top. And,
I didn't see those.
You didn't go on top?
No. I stopped when all of the Game of Thrones people were there.
No, I didn't.
I got stuck.
Spencer,
Nerding out.
We have to get code on which Spencer. I'll call you Grammar.
Carl.
Carl and Grammar.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Spencer G.
Yeah. What up?
What up? I didn't even cross your path, but then I'm walking through one of the areas of the boat, like around the bow, and I turn a corner and I see a guy, and he's this kind of good-looking, chubby dude, and I look, and it's Samwell?
Yeah.
Like the guy that likes
his
books.
name is James.
He killed the white.
He killed the White Walker?
With
He killed the White
dragon
Walker.
glass.
Dragon glass.
Yeah, he was-
And I just walking through.
I shook his
I
hand.
didn't know that there was ever going to be Game of Thrones people, and I go.
Me neither.
I turn to go. Oh! And I put my hand out, and he gives me like his kind of it's like kind of nervous like Samwell hand. Is that his name, Samwell?
I think so.
Yeah. And he gives me his hand. And he goes, hey. I go, oh shit! I don't know his name. I'm like, I love you on the show, and he goes, oh, that's really nice. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Then I turn the corner, and there's Ramsey.
Yeah.
Fucking everybody's there.
He's a lot less pale in
awesome.
real life.
Also, he's yay high. He's quite small.
I didn't officially get to meet Ramsey, although he said, "Excuse me," as he walked by.
I walked up. There were shots. Justin was doing shots, and fucking Ramsey Bolton was doing shots. It's like he's
Wait,
and his arms were sinewy and just veins and and he's like
his veins have biceps.
And then he spoke and he said he was the same guy. He said the same. That's the thing about the Game of Thrones people. I've never been that big a fan of anything. That everybody has all their faces were like you're the guy, you're the person, and one of the actors was she was the unassuming jolly lady who was drinking, and everybody's like, and she goes, I think her friend said, do you know who this is? And she's like, give her the look, and she like makes this look, and I'm like, wait, I know that look, and it's like, but she's the girl who truly has no name, who like stabs Arya. She's the fucking Terminator of the.
She is the Terminator of Game of Thrones.
Everybody on the ship, there was like Sir No Fingers, and I don't. Sir No Fingers was on there.
I mean, the thing is, they say his character is going to come back from the dead. Sir No Fingers. He's going to grow all of his fingers back.
The guy who tried to close the deal at the Iron Bank by going, look, he's great at accounting.
Oh yes.
That guy was hanging out. Everybody was sleeping.
Spencer G, you were saying that there was Davos.
Davos was
That's
there.
him, Davos.
And
Sir No Fingers.
And the eunuch.
The eunuch.
Varys.
Varys was there.
I didn't see any of this.
Varys was there?
Varys was there because he had hair and a tan. And so nobody recognized him. He just looked like George Hamilton.
My husband has known him for many years because he worked in the London theater. My husband was a firefighter, so he would work the fire department stuff that they do. I know they just walk shows basically. So he's known him forever, and he's Irish. And when I watch Game of Thrones, like I'm really attracted to him. So it's really awkward.
To the eunuch?
Tonight. Yeah, I know. Wow. It's weird. I know. It's okay. I'm dealing with it. So I was shocked and amazed that I had like a 10-minute conversation with him. Oh. That's my husband back there.
Oh shit! Irish firefighter, you're here? Well, what's your name, sir? James?
James.
Hello, James.
James. But yeah, it was really amazing.
Were you there on the yacht too, James?
No, I mean, I'm embellishing now that I know that you're here. It's
Well,
fine.
he's a eunuch, so it's fine.
Exactly. Nothing can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he got his revenge. He got that, whatever his name is.
He is the guy in the box.
That potion guy in the box. How come we've never figured out where that box guy went to? He's somewhere. He just carries him with him every time he's
I don't know.
traveling.
That was just like a glimpse at his backstory.
Right?
And then, it was like,
and then it never got revealed later. I mean, can they bring that back?
There was a backdoor pilot about the box wizard that HBO was trying to shop around.
They were going to do like a spin-off. Yeah, I feel like they probably were.
Hello, my name's Mandelphaeus Langwermer. Years ago, I horribly mutilated a child to get red magic from my blood god.
To get the blood magic.
I had no idea. I'd end up in a box. This is my story.
It was rough. It was a rough episode.
Okay.
It was pretty amazing, actually, because I didn't really know what to expect to go onto that yacht. I thought it was just going to be like Adult Swim people and Rick and Morty people, and then that like the entire cast of Game of Thrones was there. So it was just a Rick and Morty and Game of Thrones party, which I thought was extremely exclusive. And I had no idea I fit into that crowd, like a Hall H crowd. You know, I was at the Indigo room earlier. You know
That's
what I mean?
a good one too.
It was great. I don't know. That's my second Comic-Con.
But also Riley Reid was at the party.
Here was my trivial problem with accidentally running into everybody from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Is that I had gotten the boat quite early before anybody was there. Like we got on very early, my friend and I, and we came in there, and it's a boat built in 1929. And I'm 6'4" with like heels on my shoes, like dress shoes. So I have to duck everywhere I go. So I'm Hodor. Like I'm walking through I'm walking through the thing. And so I'm meeting people that are on Game of Thrones who are quite wee.
Small.
Yeah, so I'm talking to them. Hello. Like my head is tilted. So I didn't like that. I felt like a weird character in the Game of Thrones.
And apparently, so last night the rumors spread throughout the Adult Swim party that Hodor was a DJ and that he was DJing at this club.
The Omnia.
So everybody was like, well, "Let's go see Hodor DJ."
And we went.
So you and I and Ryan Ridley and like a bunch of other people went to this club that was like, we were all dressed like San Diego tourists, and the club was like velvet rope and just like very like it was like
and they
chic,
spray this
like in a San Diego
air.
native chic, like no one from Comic-Con was like go get you know, it was like bottle service, kind of like grody chic.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I got a text from somebody that I had texted at a Hail Mary, and they said, "Say this," and I said what they said, and they were
and we
like,
walked immediately
"All right, come on
in. Like
so
we
then
were
went
rock
in,
stars.
and we were like, and it was like and we were like walking, we were like, "Hold on!" But like Hodor wasn't there, but
And
it's
then
like,
Hodor wasn't there.
like Ridley and I were just like, "Hold on!" And we were also high and drunk, and so Ridley was like dancing like in the front row of this thing, and I was just like whispering in his ear, doing like this Hodor rap, like to the beat. I was like, "Hodor, hold the door, gonna hold the door, and then hold three more. Gotta hold those doors, like hold it some more. Gotta hold every door, and you go to the war. Hodor, go in the war, World War III. Gotta hold door, and gotta hold the door for me. Gotta hold the door, and then hold four doors. Gotta hold some more doors, and then hold up more war." And he was like crying, like watching, but so and then we left like in 5 minutes. You left
like,
immediately because you were like, and you're like, "Bye."
I was like, I need earplugs.
We hung out for 5 minutes and did Hodor jokes, and then we left.
Yeah.
Apparently Hodor had been up there before we got there, and because I ran into Jonah Ray,
and I did too after that.
And he was like, "Did you guys go to the Hodor show?" And I was like, "No, I guess he hadn't gone up," and he's like, "No, he was up before you guys got there." And I was like, "So what happened?" He's like, "He's just like a giant DJ," and he was like, "I guess he's like Swedish or who knows what, you know," and they like we
he
don't.
only says one word anyway.
And he only says like flow more. That's Jeff's. That's Jeff's.
He should be DJ Flowmore.
but he's like Jonah said, like he came up and was like, it's like go figure, like let's what is that? And then he did that for a while, and everyone's like, "Yay!" And then at one point he dropped the beat and was like, "How's everybody doing tonight?" And everyone went, "Hodor!" And he went, he like like shook it off. Like we don't know if
What did he think was going to happen?
We don't know if he was bummed out. Like, does that mean he hated it, or that's just from that Cirque du Soleil was here 9 years ago, and that was the last feather.
Actually, there's still acid on that.
But yeah, I like that. It's like Jonah Ray's impression of Hodor. Just like he just is like a golden retriever coming out of a swamp. Like, we don't know. Loves it, hates it. Well, who cares? Like he just like time to get back to fetching. Like he's like, man, how's everybody doing? Hodor. That's just a job. Everybody, the Game of Thrones people are super chill, and they're able to be because they're all foreigners. They don't they are
underpaid.
Like Samwell, who you see Samwell like you haven't lived. I'm telling you, like this guy.
But he looked exactly like you.
They all look exactly like what they are.
You give him one. You give him one fur vest, and he's fucking ready to go.
Exactly the fucking dudes. Like the guy Davos had the fucking beard. It's just only have his green screen fingers gone. But they're all just hanging out and vaping and stuff. And I was like, and Samwell had this fucking. He was just dressed like fucking like a cool street magician. But he was like Samwell.
Totally.
And I'm not saying like he wasn't trying to pull anything off. Like he looked great. Like but he's just like, and you're like, oh yeah, you look great, but he's not Samwell. He's not wearing a fucking feather cloak, but he was like hanging out in a black button-up shirt, and he's like, yeah, hey, and I was like, so what, and they're all from like Manchester and Belfast and all this stuff, and they shoot in all these different cities. And so this was like their 4th Comic-Con, and I was like, I just kept asking the same question over and over again, which is like, how do you handle it? How do you do it? How do you blah, blah? And I think that's the question we all ask them, because we're all just like, what would happen if you ever had this much? And I think because they're from Europe, they're kind of like, they don't really even understand that question, like, and not in a like high roady, humble braggy way. It's like, well, they don't have the same culture, and so it's like they're kind of like, this is amazing, and then they're going to go back to Manchester and they hang out.
World.
I'm sure they're lying. You know that they go home and they're like, I'm a fucking god, and they snort a million lines of
cocaine.
And there's like fucking 3 like children tied up, and they're like, fuck you.
I look at my phones all the time. I realize I have to get out of here soon to get to the Balboa to do the show, and I went to say goodbye to you, Dan, and said like I'm leaving soon, and I looked and. Justin Ryland, whom I've known forever because like Channel 101 and House of Cosby's and all this stupid stuff that we've made, and now Rick and Morty, and he's up there and he's got like 19 glasses out, and it's just tequila shots for all the Game of Thrones people. It's like all of our nerdy friends and some of the Game of Thrones cast. It's fucking crazy.
It was really cool.
Yeah, I can't believe I didn't see Jairus or Davos. Oh, you're writing right now?
It was pretty amazing. Yeah, because I was watching everybody line up at Hall H, like my hotel room is from there, so everyone was just like sleeping and down there, and I was like, God, I kind of wish I was down there too, but I have our panel today anyway, so to actually meet all of them, like just regular chilling on a boat was cool.
Yeah. I wish that boat just kind of unmoored and just went out to sea. We just like...
We'd probably survive. I mean, they'd know how to do it.
I don't know. People were pretty drunk.
It's okay.
We can't live on those stale veggie burgers forever.
I didn't have one, so sorry.
Actually, they were pretty good. Were you all on the boat?
Did
Troy
you
opens
see
paper, he
the...
unfolds it. I mean, it's a treasure map.
It's the
Titles,
way
community,
that you
the
use it.
movie.
It comes and it goes. Boop doo. It's in the way that you use it. Boop doo. Trouble flow. No one knows the words of that fucking song.
Yeah, it's a little before my time.
Wow.
It's okay.
Spencer G, let's talk about your strappy shoes. You got a backstory for these strappy shoes?
They were $15.
Oh, damn.
They were on sale.
That's a good story.
Thanks. No, I was wearing heels earlier, and I just was like, fuck it. This is ridiculous. Thank you. I was wearing heels last night, and there were 2 girls behind me as I was walking back to our hotel after the Hodor event. And they were like, I can't believe she's wearing heels. How is she even surviving? I mean, if I had to wear heels. And I was like, I'm not wearing heels tomorrow night. This is embarrassing now. I guess I should have a personal chauffeur is what I should have.
Can I tell you guys, can I share a darker side of Comic-Con with you guys?
Oh, please do.
Please.
Because it's not all fun and games. I got in a cab as one does. And the cab driver, he said, "You here for Comic-Con?" I said, "Yes." And he said, "How's your humor?" And I said,
Like the four humors?
I said, "I don't know. It's not good. I don't know." And he said, "Well, can you tell me what the Joker calls Batman's motorcycle?" And I was like, I ran through all the racist possibilities. I was like, a Chinese, brown. I was just like racist, and then it was like misogyny. Like, what is it? How does this hurt people? Because a cab driver is asking me knock knock. So how can the who's there hurt someone? And I was like, I don't know. And he said, so the question was, can you tell me what Joker calls Batman's motorcycle? And I said, I don't know. And he said, Yamaha ha ha ha. And then he just kept driving as if he hadn't ruined my day. And he's like, so anyways, left up here. I'm like, left up here? Life means nothing now.
Let me out. Let me out.
Like drive faster and let me fucking jump out. And or just let me dip my head out, just fucking shave half my brain off on the concrete so that I can lean back up and hopefully just fit in until I die.
That reminds me, that's so parallel to a joke I heard a long time ago. What is Popeye's favorite book of the Bible? Habakkuk. It's the same joke. It's stupid.
It's the San Diego Comic-Con in the form of all the local businesses. Like, it's a constant reminder. It's like on one hand we all come together and we all go, we're all not so different, but then in the form of like the wait staff and the managers of the local businesses, you get reminded of like, oh, the world is run by my dad. Because like people will just be like the pizza restaurant will be like, Flash Pizza. Because the cheese is fast. They're just trying so hard, but they refuse to pick up a fucking comic book. They're like, I'm not. Look, you nerds are here this week. The Japanese will be here next week. I'm not gonna fucking I don't give a shit. It's a city of festivals.
Slap a name on it.
I don't know, fucking like fuck you. We're like Bespin. We just fucking we're Babylon 5. People come through.
We're gonna lose the Chargers any day now. All we have is this shit. We went at the U.S. Grand Hotel, which is a fancy old school hotel. On their fancy cocktail menu, one of them was the White Walker.
That's pretty hip, man.
Is it just a White Russian?
It was, but there was blue in it. What was it? Rum? What the hell was it?
Blue Curacao?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Usually it's just like the drink specials are like the super gimlet.
Super gimlet.
The hulking tequila sunrise. The fantastic 4 hot wing platter. How many hot wings are there?
5.
7.
4.
But why? Because it's the name. I don't know, nerd. Get the fuck out of here. God damn it.
Could it at least be 8? So at least it's like multiply. It's like divided
2 per
by
fucking guy. It's like no. They're like, look, I know. Do you want the Spider-Man plate to have fucking spiders on it?
I saw one bar.
Do you want me to run a Hooters the way a Hooters needs to be run?
Yeah, please.
Dr. Hooters.
Oh man, Dr. Hooters.
They should put that sign up now, immediately.
All right, well, let's.
That's how you spell Yankovic.
And a scarf.
The logo is a police box with tits. Yes. Oh my God. And the scarf. The police box has tits. Oh shit. Oh my God.
All right, well, let's talk about...
No, don't stop now.
Okay.
We have something good going.
Well, someone needs to read what I'm doing for the...
Oh, Dr. Hooters waitress 34 approaches.
Well, you have to go back to the...
Okay. Interior Dr. Hooters, moments later. Jeff Winger, 34, enters. Jeff, I'd like some hot wings. Dr. Hooters waitress 34 approaches. You can have 3. Only 3 hot dogs? Hot wings? That's fine, but can I sit first? Do you mind if I sit first?
I'm so impressed with how fast.
Who's
The worst waitress ever.
She's the Dr. Hooters waitress.
Oh, okay.
I fucked up.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I was hoping she'd say something like, "Well, you can have the Doctor who do you wear, or what are you wearing, or I don't know."
Okay, I'll think
It's
about
fine.
it.
I'm trying to come up with some really good pun. I know you hate those.
Can I pitch a name for the evil manager of Dr. Hooters?
Okay.
Pitch away. Dave Ross.
34 walks up.
In a wheelchair. Thank you. May I help you?
So, thank you.
I don't know. Who are we?
It's like
Is this a real person that we're...
Davros.
Oh,
Davos?
Not Davos.
wheelchair. Wait.
Davros.
Davos enters.
The guy that wants to.
May I help
Well, you
you?
put him in a wheelchair. That means nothing can be wrong with him.
Yeah, he has to be just a nice person now.
Davros. Exterminate. That guy in the thing. It's Davros,
I
right?
mean, he's...
I loved that for some reason.
It's like Dr. Acula.
I mean, he can't...
And then the Hooters waitress stabs him.
Like, fucking...
Just because she can. Bullet dodged.
Dr. Waitress.
Anyways. Let me show you to your fucking seat. God. This way.
She shows him a seat. It's shaped like a King Kong hand. Jeff regards it suspiciously. Suspicion mounting.
Suspect that chair
Then,
of being a King Kong hand.
Oh shit! The tension is mounting.
Someone else can play Jeff. It's okay. I'm not like totally sold on my voice for Jeff.
the waitress is flummoxed, but nonplussed. Yet nonplussed.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice punch up.
Okay. Ready.
Dr. Waitress. There's your title.
Just sit in it.
She gives him a gentle shove. Close on her fingertips as they plant a blinking device on his lapel.
Okay, let's talk about rape culture.
It's bad.
Oh.
Who's
not
run up
good.
against it today? Me.
We also have clips at some point.
Oh shit!
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
we
So
have
I'm
clips.
sorry. Yeah,
That's
some
true,
of you
clips.
came here. I did a lot of things to try to get you all here. Who's dissatisfied? Who's like, I hate this show? There's like a section over
Sorry.
here.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a representative? Is there like somebody
Yeah,
who's like,
the community leader?
I can speak for everybody when I say like, look, the show's terrible. They're pointing at one guy. I mean, you'll come up and then you'll say stuff and everyone will hate you and they'll boo you.
Fuck that.
Okay, yeah, let's pretend that happened and fucking leave. Okay.
Yeah.
There's clips of what?
That's all we wanted to do is reverse bully you. Because we're just insecure about having a bad show. So we're like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
We got some...
I will make it good. I will fucking bleed for you. And my blood will merge with your blood in the same dirt that we were born of. You ungrateful prick. You fucking terrible person. I'm kidding.
You're just really.
We've got some Justin Roiland voiced
We have so we have I almost want to give people a choice because I have a 10-minute clip that has nothing. That's it's Rick and Morty related and is really well done.
It is good,
but
it's real funny.
I mean, you're going to be sitting here watching a thing for 10 minutes. But there was this court case that happened recently, and it went viral a little bit, sub-viral. It happened in Atlanta, Georgia.
It was Georgia, yeah.
Georgia courthouse. There was transcripts of the court case where the guy that he was trying to fire his lawyer so he could represent himself, and the judge is talking to him and going you shouldn't represent yourself, and it's just a transcript of that. But it takes a lot of fucking turns, and it's insane. The guy just starts yelling at the judge, and then after a while, the judge goes around the bend, and you just when you think you know who you're rooting for, I don't know. But it was. How many of you are familiar with what I'm talking about? Just by okay, so it's it went kind of sub-viral. It hit. There was a Kardashian doing something that day. It was it didn't quite make it, but when it was at its peak, and we were reading it in the writers' room at Rick and Morty, and then Erica Hayes, one of our favorite storyboard artists at Rick and Morty, Justin ran to her and said, can you just draw, because we were reading it out loud, I was we should just do this, and get it out, put it on YouTube. So it was draw Rick and Morty doing this scene, and Justin's Morty should be the judge and Rick should be the plaintiff.
Definitely.
Or not the plaintiff, the defendant. Yeah, because it's the guy. So we do, Erica Hayes, I mean, she fucking scrambled on it. Her art is so great. It's and Justin recorded it in the Bay, and it won't seem like 10 minutes in my opinion because I played it for you. Yeah, even just the audio, and it's it goes by pretty quick. But
I would like it to be an hour.
I think the important thing you have to understand is that this is word for word, literally verbatim. You can look it up online. This is absolutely word for word. Not a single word is different from the actual court transcript. This actually happened in a courtroom recently in the 21st century.
And it wasn't Rick and Morty in the
it
court.
was not Rick and Morty.
Although it seems like it was. Listening to it.
And so, can we just...
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, you need this...
So what else is
And I do think
happening?
for those of you who might be I'm listening to this on audio, it functions fine as audio. All you're seeing is
not
basically...
very visual. 2 images.
But yeah.
They work well, but...
I also have a clip of season 3 of Rick and Morty. But I actually think this is kind of I don't know.
Yeah, well,
it's arguably better, but
special.
Yeah, this may never be seen again. Who knows? Maybe.
Yeah, legally maybe we can't. We don't know.
Yeah.
But it's a public document. It's so. That went over 10 times better than I thought it would.
That's crazy.
That actually all happened.
Yeah. I think you stole my phone.
Oh yeah, it's because it was
Force of habit.
It was on my chair, so I get to keep it. I don't know where your phone is.
It was sitting right there.
I feel like I must have. Did you check the other? Don't derail the show. Just give up your phone.
In.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, fucking amazing.
For a bag of coffee.
There's so many. The guy.
They call him Butt Man?
That's a true.
Fuck man.
That's a hero's journey because you don't know. You start going well, it's probably hard to be a judge. That's the world of common day, as Joseph Campbell would call it. It's probably hard to be a judge. These guys, I'm sure they all have a big opinion about how things should work, and boy, they're just terrible, hard to deal with, and they got nothing to lose, and boy, what a hard thing it is to be a judge. And then you cross this threshold. It's the threshold for me is exactly where the judge goes, you look like a queer, and then the guy's well, yeah, as difficult as that guy was being, there was this subtext to it where he's yeah, but if I just keep fucking poking you, that's what trolling is. He's trolling it, and it's just if it's possible for me to go like this enough that you eventually engage in some crazy ass behavior, then everything is retroactively invalidated.
But at
like,
some
you
point-
don't deserve to wear a judge's robe, because he got him to say, like, you look like a queer, and he's like, you call me queer? I didn't say that. I said you look like one, but it's like he fucking popped his cork.
Said it.
And he did it in exactly the point where the guy was like, you want me to suck your dick? And he was like presiding over things and like bureaucratically like doing his thing, because it's like, oh, this guy wants to suck my dick and all this stuff. And then he was like, how about you? You want to suck my dick? And he's like, you know what? You look like a queer. And then the shit went down a crazy road of trials where you're going back and forth. Where like I go back and forth. I'm like, well, okay, I'm on the judge's side, and then I'm on the guy's side, and I don't know. And the goddess point is, of course, like it's at the point where you just think of them as two lovers. Like, you're like, these guys are having a good time. They're Abbott and Costello. Like, these guys should just live in an apartment together. Everything's fine. And then as you reach that equilibrium, the atonement with the father is,
I'm going to kill your family.
I'm going to kill your babies with a hammer.
Yeah, with a
and
hammer.
everyone goes
Yes.
silent. Everyone goes, what?
Because there is a
And then
moment.
he goes like, yeah, he can't, because it's like, you can't have Abbott and Costello with that guy. Both the judge and the guy, like, unwittingly achieved peace on earth by being like these crazy archetypes, like that there were more system than man. And then the moment that they had equilibrium, the guy who has to subvert everything was like, yeah, well, I'm ISIS. Like, I'll fucking like, I'll take this to a place where you can't, like, I don't want that warmth. Like, I can't have that.
But I like when he says, like, because there was a moment when they seem to be laughing and having a good time. At one point, they're clearly going, like, okay, 20 days, 40 days, 60 days, a year, 10 years. Like you're in contempt. Like you're not getting out of jail. You're certainly going to trial. And then he says, I'll kill your whole family. And he goes, okay, that's a terrorist threat. Like, that's like $1 million bond. Like, it's a huge thing to threaten somebody's life, especially a judge. That's a felony no matter what happened before that, including the judge saying all the stupid shit he said. At that moment, then things become absolutely, he doesn't care anymore.
Then they become cathartic because the guy's going, because then the judge is whereas previously the judge is going, well, your mouth isn't big enough for my dick, or my mouth, or like they're both like, again, they're like rolling around in the same mud. But when the terrorist threat happens, the judge gets back out of the mud. And now everything is like washed out and sad. It's like a children's book where all the color has drained because you left it in the bathtub. Like the pages are puffy and things are just like, you feel like it's been through a fire. Because then it's just like, it's still funny and ironic, but it's like, now it's sad because it's just like, okay, now let's go through the motions. You're a criminal, I'm a judge. Like there's nothing fun about this. Let's keep danger at the door. And then it's like, then the crazy truth of, I don't have a sister. I don't have a niece. I don't have a wife. I don't have anybody. I don't have anyone ever. I was born alone. I will die alone.
Yes.
And we don't know if he's lying about that.
Untimely ripped. Yes.
And then the fact that he's tracking it to the point that like only a subredditor would, when he says, why would I have grandkids if I don't have kids? We're like, wait, why are you tracking this?
Yeah. When were you logical all of a sudden?
He's asking questions that only a person that was like a fan of Lost would ask in that moment.
My favorite moment of lucidity from the defendant is when after he's gotten contempt of court, like, first he puts himself in contempt, then he earns actual contempt.
He holds himself into contempt.
Into contempt, which is great.
It's Promethean.
Yeah, and then he gets held in the court's contempt, and he's going to do time. And then he threatens the guy's family. He goes, okay, we're going to get the DA on this. That's a terrorist threat on my family. And he doubles down. I'm going to come after your whole family, everybody. And he's like, okay, well, that's a terrorist threat. And the guy goes, I don't belong in jail. I was framed. And this lawyer wants to suck my dick for a bag of coffee.
Well, do you understand though that that's not, he's referring to the bag of coffee thing. He's referring to the crime. So everyone wants to suck this guy's dick. The reason he has a lawyer in the first place is because a guy wanted to suck his big dick for a bag of coffee. That he was framed.
Why can't we get this guy's dick
and
on
so
the
now
witness
he's in
stand?
Jail, and he's saying his lawyer wants to suck his dick, or he won't represent him. So he's just like, he's in a cycle of like, this guy maybe has a beautiful dick. Like we don't know, or like, he looks like he's somebody who would. Like maybe we don't know. I did look.
I don't think you suck a beautiful dick for a bag of coffee. I think it's his own reward.
Because there's enough racial illusions in the thing. I did look it up because it's like I jack off on white boys, and there's allusions to like cracker and stuff like that.
He's a white guy.
This is a white guy. Yeah. Just so you know, it's like Southern Court. I guess it's like that's more like he's it's like he's like I jack off on white boys. Like he's like you. It's
he
weird.
He also likes
it's weird that he refers to the white boys as white voice.
But it's not
being
weird
white.
when you think about it, because it's like it's like this. We have this prison system, and it's like a class system, and it kind of all actually starts to emerge and make sense.
Oh yeah, and then he's just like,
in a horrible way.
I only.
Funniest parts of that though. Who is the woman that animated or did the drawings for that?
Erica Hayes.
The cuts to the court stenographer.
First, maybe.
God, that was
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I'm just doing my job over here.
I mean, I don't know. You know, we should show the Rick and Morty clip from the thing.
All right. Yeah. Let's do it.
This is just a quick clip. Honestly, it won't follow that because that audio is so clean. You understand you're going to watch an animatic. We showed the one from the pickle episode at the panel. This is a different thing. This is an episode in which it takes place in a post-apocalyptic future, like a Road Warrior type future. And you probably won't, you know, who knows? There's no context. It's an animatic. Okay, sorry. That's all right.
E.B. White.
We satisfied that end of the agreement. We packed this theater by promising Rick and Morty clips, and boy, we delivered on that. Certainly nobody could ever sue us for that, but I'm really fucking dropping the ball on this community script. I don't know what to do.
Are we still in Dr. Hooters, or was that a sidebar?
Yeah, no, we're still in Dr. Hooters.
Dr. Hooters is still there.
But we can we'll cut to all the other characters. Oh shit, I see. I don't.
Are there other waitresses there?
I see. Okay, cut to. Okay, I never do
Can there
that.
be an
I
evil
always leave that to a
woman?
writer's assistant. Okay, interior TBD. Let's just say it's a different location. Jeff and Annie are making love, and Jeff.
Finally.
Jeff. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you're right.
Interior deep. Oh, God.
Is Schwab getting a credit on this one?
Dean Pelton. Just dropping by to inform everyone about the bee story happening in the cafeteria.
Pull out Harmon. Okay.
All this week, we're deaning a thing that
Dissolved.
Okay. All right.
The cafeteria.
Fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. Bird cubed. Okay, cubed. Fine.
Nice.
Okay. All right. It's copyright. It's like the Borg are walking around.
The Borg are walking around.
Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah.
One Borg in particular is walking extra fast. We track him or her
34.
as they head for a Borg lock.
Borg 1 to Borg lock.
Open function. The door slides open.
Interior Borg picnic area.
This old-fashioned 1920s style park has a gaunt, has a gar, has a guh. Checking the internet.
What are those porch things? Gazebos! There we go.
Gazebo.
This is how Dan writes.
At its center.
In the Google gazebo.
Standing in the gazebo is Whoopi Goldberg's character. Whoopi. I knew this would happen. Borg 1. So did I.
Then.
By design. Whoopi freaks. What do you mean? I mean die. The Borg shoots a rocket. Shield. Whoopi blocks the rocket. The rocket bounces and ricochets into a reflection tube that bounces and ricochets its trajectory into the Borg refinery. Exterior. Explosion! Oh shit.
Exterior beach continuous. Troy and Abed romp. Abe. Abed. Call me Abe now. Troy.
Why?
What?
Because he dropped that D?
Abe. I'll explain later.
Pirates race toward them on jet skis.
Oh, shit.
Troy. Run!
Abe, running!
Sharks run. Everyone explodes. Except Troy and Abed. Pierce is there.
What?
They run.
Oh, shit.
Dwayne Johnson is in a helicopter. Interior helicopter.
Yo.
Cockpit.
Yo. I'm rapping while Dan's writing scripts. I can make money. That's all.
34.
Everybody's 34.
Helicopter pilot, Asian, female, 34, calls back. Helicopter pilot, Asian.
That's the best screen direction of all time.
I'm flawless. I I won't do anything to make anyone mad.
She evolves into a beam of light and leaves the movie.
This is a progressive film.
Thank God.
Exterior, ground, same time. A black dentist watches. He checks a pocket watch.
Oh, shit.
Black dentist. Sagely.
Oh.
There's a time for all things.
I feel like it's good. There's a time for all things.
How do you make it? How do you? Okay, I don't know how to. Okay.
He also vanishes.
But you then go to another scene. Interior. Dentist office.
Waiting room?
Interior dentist office. Everyone gay is there. There's a banner that says, "Happy Gay Birthday." Dennis, a gay dental assistant, looks 34.
Thank you.
He opens his arms as if to hug the world and turns into a beam of light.
Who's next?
Stuttering kleptomaniac, 34, white, enters.
Need to steal.
He wins an Oscar.
You can just say that in the
Just
script?
so they came back again.
Everyone explodes.
Okay, all right. Community college. Okay, let's do the actual. Okay.
Yeah, so bring it back
like,
down.
Where is it? Is that where the exterior and there's a building? Okay. All right. Library. There's books. Okay. Jeff is reading
a book.
Reading a book.
That's good.
Nice.
Okay. Annie comes up. Okay. Britta comes up. Okay. Jeff is like, Britta, what do you want? Annie's like, is this a bad time? Britta's like, is it a bad time for pollution or something? Britta, we get it. You're two-dimensional.
Oh no! Oh shit!
No. Is Whoopi Goldberg there too? Can she come? They look to see Borg when has entered. Britta's eyes pop wide like in all the CG gags we did in season 3 that everyone fucking hated. And referred to during season 4 as if season 3 was evidence that season 4 was good. It hurts my fucking feelings. I pretty much innocently responded. And I guess it was a slow news day or something. I don't know. I'm not a good person. Aw. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Someone has a theater degree.
Exterior, Argentina. Oh, it's a leisure map.
Leisure map. Jeff. Britta?
Damn it.
Borg. Yes. Not you. Britta, what? Jeff, yes. Am I in the room? Britta, is anyone really in the room? As long as Israel gets 34% of our federal fund. Borg one. Whoa, I may be a hive mind, but I know a hot button when I sense one. He borks out.
He borks out. I would have borked out.
And calling after.
He borks.
Are you Ubering? Duh, hands. I'm a Borg, aren't? I'm a Borg, bitch. Aren't I? Okay. Okay, that was timely. They leave together.
What?
Usually I throw stuff like that to a joke room. Yeah. And they go. So, Jeff, what do you think? Britta, about all these shootings?
Harambe. Oh, it's getting serious.
It's getting really serious right now. Should I say, also, by the way, Cody, Dan's girlfriend, and I went to high school together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's
really
9 pages. I mean, I just need to, before the
what?
show's over.
How many pages do you need?
Well, it needs to be an act. I promised an act of the community movie.
So, like,
This is a
15 pages?
I could probably do it, like, as people leave, and then, we'll
and then it'll be done.
Yeah. I think they get the idea that it's bad. Okay.
I don't know. There's a Dr. Hooters.
Okay.
That was cool.
Let's meet some people who and don't like we got you're San Diego. You're awesome. You're from all over. By the way, I'm very curious. How many of you are just from San Diego? And I don't mean just like that's not a good thing. I just mean you're just here locally. So everyone else, just by applause, you're from somewhere else. This is much different from our last San Diego show because we did a show at the Tin Roof.
Yeah.
And it was the Sunday after Comic-Con was all over, and it was actually really prominent. It was like San Diego natives because it was like the Comic-Con had closed down and it was sold out. But we've got real Comic-Con people like who are pilgrimage. Who's from real far away? Show of hands. Like you think you're super far away. Like who's from out of country? What's your country?
I bought tickets in South Korea, then I moved to Italy, and I bought Harmontown tickets from Italy.
You bought Harmontown tickets from Italy.
After moving from South Korea.
Who came from farther than Italy? Right there in the middle?
South Korea. I bought Comic-Con tickets in South Korea.
But you...
moved to Italy, then bought Harmontown.
Okay, South Korea. Can you beat South Korea? The hands went down. Anybody beat South Korea? Right there? Ireland doesn't beat South Korea in anything.
But let's here's what I'm really curious about because we could be, okay, a lot of you came from far away. Who thinks that they have like kind of
a knowledge of kimchi?
What I'd like to do is here's what I'd like to do. I'm going to tell you in advance. So you're intelligent people, so you can help me out here. This is the format I want to go for.
I want to bring up one person that has like a dark side of Comic-Con story and one person who has a light side of Comic-Con story. Like one person who has like an anecdote that is like, oh, this is what makes Comic-Con amazing. This is like only thing that can, or just something wonderful that happened to you that caused you joy. And then another person who has like a nightmare story, and it's up to you. It doesn't matter how dark. So who's got a dark one? You got your hand up? So we're going to trust you. You've got a dark story. Do you want to come up and share it? Yeah. Okay.
Can you hop up here? Do you want to go through the stairs?
And then who thinks...
No, you drank my Kettle One. You don't get any more.
His dark story is that he's a creature, is a slave to his habit.
Joseph, with an F.
Joseph, have a seat, Joseph.
Okay.
Pick a chair.
Welcome, Joseph.
This is Joseph.
Okay, so who thinks they have a joyful, like this Comic-Con's great story? There's no hands going up. If I think I see one there.
There's one over there.
Are your hands shooting up? Yeah, I'm nodding at you. Yeah. Do you want to come up? Okay, great. Or wait, no. Oh, I was.
There was a girl in the back, or it looked like a girl.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Do we have a woman back there?
She's back there.
There was that was the hand I was.
We can't say shout your name out or just start charging the stage. There you are.
Give her my phone.
No, I thought. Well, Levy is.
All right.
You know, he's
I'm not here all the time.
Follow him.
This is special.
Follow him, and he's going to take you through the door, so you don't have to jump on stage wearing your skirt and give everybody the greatest show of their lives.
How are the people that hate the show? How are you guys doing over there? Good? Okay. Oh, it's the Rick and Morty writers. Okay. Jesus Christ. Is everybody, did you get, I know the tickets are expensive. Are you all right? I'll do whatever.
How about the people, real quick?
That was a smattering.
People up in the balcony up there. Has anybody, and I want you to be honest, has anybody, gotten to first base? Like, any grabbing up there? Any making out? Boo.
Does anybody feel unsafe with the person they're with tonight? There's hands shooting up everywhere. Okay, we don't know what to do about that. Because we don't know. Okay.
Call someone.
Yes, call someone that you feel safe with. I don't know.
All right, so we got Joseph with an F.
I corked that bottle.
Joseph with an F, where are you from?
I'm from China Lake, California.
China Lake?
It's a little... Sorry, I had a kettle.
You stole my kettle, and that's what happens.
I asked if you were going to drink
I gave it to you.
And you gave it to me.
Where's China Lake, California?
It's by a town called Ridgecrest. It's in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Oh, Ridgecrest.
Yeah.
Have you heard of it?
I knew a guy who moved to Ridgecrest. Never heard from him again.
Who was it?
Austin.
Really?
Yeah, you know Austin?
I know an Austin.
Yeah, no, that's him.
Oh. He was kind of a weird dude. We were on the same tennis team together. He was
huge into tennis.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird. Anyways, yeah, so I've got two dark stories. So I'm just going to say the one that involved me personally. So this was about 2-3 years ago. It's my second time at Comic-Con. I was there all 4 days. It was a Saturday, and I hadn't eaten the whole day. And, as we all do, we get hungry throughout the day.
Yes.
Hangry. Yes, yeah. Thank you.
I know exactly how that feels.
Steven?
I like it.
You're not.
I'm down with Steven.
No.
Steve, your guess at her name was Steven.
There's two Spencers up here. It's really hard to mess up. There's Steven there. There's one here.
Just taking your best guess at what her name might be.
Double trouble.
Steven.
I was dragged here. I only know about Rick and Morty. I'm sorry, guys.
You're not a victim, sir. You came up on stage.
I did.
We're not going to bully you, but you're not a victim.
Dan.
Look, I didn't ask for any of this.
I'll wear the black hat. I may bully him.
Okay.
All right, so tell us your dark time.
So
Joseph, tell the goddamn story.
It's funny that you guessed Steven. It's funny you guessed Steven.
Okay. Anyways.
It's not a girl's name. It's not a girl's name.
So
it is.
So I hadn't eaten the entire day, and I finally paid like $40 for some chicken strips and a Diet Coke and some fries.
Setting the scene.
I am. And interior, San Diego Comic-Con 2013.
Right.
Sounds about right. Was diagnosed with cancer a year before.
Okay. Shit got real.
Shit did.
What kind?
No joke. Islet cell. You're 3 years.
What are you showing me? A scar? What's going on?
That's my scar.
I was like, okay, you win. You win. What the fuck?
Oh, calm down.
But he's representing the darkness. It's okay. What kind of cancer?
Islet cell. It's what Steve Jobs had.
Islet cell? I don't.
Correct.
I don't even know. I've never heard that phrase. Like I thought Steve Jobs had like pancreatic. Or...
Yeah, it affects the pancreas, but it attaches to the adrenal glands. No, it's like islet, like eyelid, but eyelid. Yeah, but all my doctors are like from different countries, so I have no idea what they're saying half the time.
So this is terrifying. So like,
I was 18 at the time. I'm all good now. Well, relatively, I have to go back, but hey, it's life. You got to get on. You got to move forward.
So this is a year after you've been diagnosed with this.
Yeah, so I was pretty upset, and I bought like $40 worth of food, and it was like 3 things,
which is 1 pretzel, yeah.
Which was 1 pretzel, and like they were like, hey, you want a water bottle, you got to give me a hand job. And I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, so there was a conga line of Deadpool cosplayers. And I was like, you know what? I could wait the 2 minutes for them to all finish up for me to finally sit down and eat. And as I am like standing there, one of them looks at me. You'll be me for a minute. And they look at my plate, and it'll be your mic hand. And then they were like, smack it down. I know, it broke my heart.
Your $40 meal.
My $40 meal. So I just haul off and punch the motherfucker out. Like,
what is this Deadpool curse?
And I think this is the reason why I hate Deadpool. And I just like haul off, just right hook. And like I put all my energy behind it.
Are you normally a puncher? Have you thrown punches in anger before?
No. I've only been in one fight, and it was like you're 6'4", I believe you said.
Yeah, about.
Yeah, he was 6'4" and like all the pounds.
Wait, that's every pound.
That is every pound.
Every single pound.
And pounds you can have.
He was like, "Hey, nerdy little white ass motherfucker," and
did you take him down?
Well, no, I threw sand in his eyes.
Wait, there's sand at the where was there sand?
No. This was at my old high school because we live in the desert. So
Wait, what the hell is this chicken nugget
confused.
Deadpool guy?
Hold on.
No.
The first fight was all the pounds.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Deadpool guy didn't weigh all the pounds.
No, right. Deadpool guy was
the
like,
first fight you threw sand and
in his eyes. I
okay,
kicked him in the shins and I ran away.
Okay, that's a good move.
Anyways, but
that shit still works.
Yeah, it does. Pocket sand. Anyways, Deadpool guy, like I give her a solid like
episode
right
title,
hook.
Pocket Sand.
Like solid right hook, and I lean into it and I fall forward and shit, and then like I finally realized what I did, and I was like, oh shit, I need to get out of here.
Because you got an angry conga line on your hands now.
I do.
A conga line of guys whose gimmick is having 2 swords.
Yeah, and you know what? Like I realized what I did, and I was like, oh shit. I gotta get out of the convention center.
When you hit him, you hit him in the face?
Oh yeah.
And you knocked him down?
Oh, I with all the like energy that I had in my body, like I was like, bah.
Okay.
Right. And and like he hits the ground, and then I was there looking at my food for 10 seconds, and he's looking at me. Or he's not looking at me. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, you don't know. That's
another
part of his gimmick.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh shit. Like, Comic-Con's the only thing I have. So I, like, immediately walk out. And then about 2 years before that, some guy got stabbed in the eye by a pencil.
Right, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, that was crazy shit.
Wait,
was that you?
You can't do that.
Wait.
Back to your story. We'll read the newspaper about the pencil thing.
Yeah. Anyways.
What is it? What you knocked a Deadpool the fuck out and just walked out because you said Comic-Con's all I have and you just walked out?
Because Comic-Con was all I had. Like,
and now you can't come back because you're the Deadpool killer.
But you have come back.
You don't know what happened to the Deadpool guy.
No, I mean, if you're out here, I apologize. No? Nope.
Is the Deadpool that got punched?
I think the odds of that are low.
Possibly.
It'd be amazing if he came up and was like, I thought it would be very Deadpoolian of me to knock your sandwich out of your hand. And I'm so sorry that you got it.
But he has a tattoo of 3 chicken nuggets on his shoulder, and he's like, I've come to kill you.
Like he's got a teardrop on his eye.
Okay, well, I really thank you for sharing that. That's a truly dark Comic-Con moment. I thank you.
Joseph, everybody.
Thank you for having me up here. Have a wonderful convention. welcome, everybody.
Thank you, Joseph.
That's interesting because you have a mix of people walking around. You don't know their backstory.
You can have, yeah.
Some people are. We come here to surrender to a bigger thing than ourselves. Like being a nerd is about obsession. It's about acquiescence to mythology. People are dressed up as these things, and I remember one of my first Comic-Con memories was seeing. There were two friends. One was dressed as Jean-Luc Picard captain, and the other, his friend, was old school Kirk captain. And the Kirk was he was on the floor, like he was having an episode. And the Jean-Luc Picard guy was like cradling him and going like, "Can I?" They weren't doing a bit. There was they were just two old friends, and like one of them was having like an actual heart attack.
Oh my God.
Anyways, all right. So all right. So the light side of Comic-Con.
Mine's really happy.
What is your name?
By design.
My name's Laura.
Hello, Laura.
Hi.
What's the other side?
I'm happy now because kind of a bridge of where I started. I started coming to Comic-Con 8 years ago with my dad and my cousin and my uncles, and we're all really into the same stuff. And we'd park our car at the Marriott across the street, and we'd pack a cooler full of beer and sandwiches, and we'd all meet and drink in the parking lot. Oh my God, look what book I found. Well, I met this guy, and I found this signature. Oh my God, well, I think I read his book, and it was so exciting. And it was kind of just this new universe that was opening up. And then I moved here to San Diego, partially because I liked it, because I visited for Comic-Con. And I struggled for a long time being unemployed, and then I got a job with the newspaper here, the San Diego Union Tribune, and now I don't have to read the schedule because it gets emailed to me, and I get invited to these cool press things. And I interviewed Feral Audio yesterday. Dan, you were supposed to be there, but you were double booked.
Double booked?
That's a bummer.
I was punching a guy that took my
took your fucking $40 sandwich.
It's just so exciting because I've watched it grown, and then in reflection I can stare at it and go, oh, and it's watched me grow, and it's just exciting. I feel at home at Comic-Con.
It's like a mecca for you. You came and got absorbed by it. That's good. So yeah, it's a goddess that gives with one hand and takes with the other. Comic-Con. I don't know what my point was. I just thought we could explore that,
nice.
And we did. I think I did a good job.
I think so.
I think I did a good job with this podcast. No, I didn't. I need to make sure that their money was well spent.
Hey.
I should. What?
I'm right over here. It was well spent.
And you were gonna die at one point.
Oh, well, I gotta go back next month. It's up in the air. Come give me a hug.
I had the time of my life, and I never felt this way before. I swear it's the truth. Do the lift. Do the lift. You gotta do the lift. Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Don't do the lift. Wait, I think if Laura and Joseph get together, maybe we can do the lift. Laura, can you and Joseph team up and do the Dan Harmon?
We had two Jennifer Greys. That was the problem.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There wasn't a Swayze among us. Oh, you guys are gonna. Okay.
Oh my God.
This will work worse.
This seems super dangerous.
This is going to be worse. Don't hurt yourself.
I had the time of... Lift from the legs. From the legs, Laura.
Oh, God.
From the legs.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear God. It was okay.
It was amazing.
We
you
tried.
guys win.
Okay,
You
good.
won.
Yeah, it's Comic-Con. It's not Cirque du Soleil.
I got to first base.
I got really nervous because I heard Spencer going, "Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt." Like he was like.
Did I get nervous?
I always feel like
Dan,
I'm really
Dan,
sorry. I do
we
that.
got to first base. Call me after.
Wow.
He's
That was
dating
forward.
someone.
Who? Dan?
Yes.
We're
Yeah, he's
dating
got a
someone.
girlfriend. He's dating a hive mind, apparently. Jeez.
I feel like maybe you died in that chicken nugget thing and you're just a ghost.
I might have.
You're like the phantom of the Comic-Con and just come up here to fondle the people on stage.
All right, we gotta. Okay, so
hit a
Should we
beat,
tell some
Jeff.
anecdotes?
I don't know. Like I gotta, and then I'll take off all my clothes because it's like it's $30.
What?
All your clothes?
Can I say thank you?
He'll
and
take off
exit the
more of
stage?
them than you think he will.
Am I still staying up here, or what's
Should we
going on?
leave? I feel like we should leave.
I mean,
You feel this?
No, you
feel bad?
stay.
okay.
No, you have to stay.
Wait, do I have to match you on the clothes that we take off?
Nah.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah, if my husband sees photos of the
Cody.
show, I don't know what he's gonna think.
Cody, what is going on?
Harmontown is brought to you by MeUndies.
I guess just don't say your ticket wasn't worth it. I don't want you like, oh, I should have gone to the Buffy panel or something. I don't.
Actually, Dan,
You shouldn't have. You should have come here.
I was on this podcast one time before, and you took your shirt off, and you did the exact same thing.
Well, no, I'm not. No, this is original.
This guy won an Emmy, nominated for an Oscar.
Good.
Okay, wait, play the top. Play it from the top. Yeah. Okay. Wait, go. Yeah. Everybody likes to go to Comic-Con. Everybody likes to mow the lawn. Everybody likes to ride along. Everybody wants to go to Comic-Con. When you go to Comic-Con, you got to go all along the aisles that are long. You got to go between the people that are buying things. Fucked your mama so hard she put her arm in a sling. When I fucked your mom at Comic-Con, I fucked your mom all Comic-Con long. 4 days at the Hilton Bay front. Fucked your mama so hard that my fucking ain't done. Thursday, I woke up in the morning, went to the hotel, got scorning at your mama, wagged a finger, said, yo, this Comic-Con gonna linger. Gonna take you to the exhibit hall, gonna fuck your mama so hard she's gonna get tall. Cause my dick's only so long and she's gotta get longer to make it last long. Doesn't make any sense. Friday, get a pretzel, $40, sounds good.
So Friday worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
Friday was a good day all in all.
Stay hydrated. Saturday, go to the boat. There's a Game of Thrones motherfucker who got his throat slit. And so you buy him a shot. Game of Thrones, Game of Thrones is the thing to watch. Fuck your mama so hard that... That's all right. Okay, all right. Cool. Next. Yo. All right. Yo. My girlfriend's taping the whole thing. What's your name? Jamie? No? Okay, good. It's good it's not Jamie. I don't know how to work the crowd. They don't. She's Amy. Okay, Amy. Yo.
Fuck, that was my fault. I fucked up.
All right, well, they're going to get a new name or they're going to think I wrote it. Amy.
They're not going to think you wrote it.
Okay, all right. Don't look at my back.
Oh, here's the one, Dan.
The only view I have.
Don't Instagram my back. Yeah.
Good?
Yeah. A-M to the Y. Fuck your mama so hard. She said why. That sounds bad.
Did you write that?
I had time.
Right now.
All right, what's your name,
That's
sir?
incredible.
What? Diego? That's... Yeah. D-I-E-G-O. Fucked your mama because I had to go to Diego. San Diego. Fucked your mama in the sand, Diego. Fucked her with every green. Got up in her pussy like it was a train. Took it from LA to SD. Fucked your mama until she could no longer pee. She tried to pee and nothing came out. Fucked your mama so hard, she had no clout. She went to the boardroom and they said, no, we're gonna vote you out. Now you got to go. We're gonna give you severance, gonna give you pay, but you got no dental plan. Go to Hay. Go to Hay. You gotta go to Hay. Go to Hay. She went to Hay. H-A-Y is where she went. It was the name of a town. Okay, all right, no, it's fucking, god damn it. Don't watch me fail. Fuck, you're gonna tell people this show is worth something. Fucking, like, don't judge me. Just keep doing the show.
I won't judge you. I'm here to support you.
I can feel it. That's why I'm doing a bad job. I can feel you judging
feel my judgment?
Yes.
Would you like me to leave?
No, don't,
stay?
because then I'll feel you judging me worse. Like, you'll be like, oh, why did Spencer leave?
Should I just, like, pray for you?
Just pray. All right, one more time.
Meditate for you?
Okay.
You can do this. I know you can. I can rally behind you.
Okay, all right. Clear your head.
What do you feel? Upbeat? Downbeat? You want on the smooth tip? You want on the...
I want something slow, and I want to, like, beyond rap. Like, I don't want to do the gimmicky rap. Yeah.
Let's do this. Yeah, this feels good.
Yeah.
First, let's hear it for Joseph and Laura, everybody. Joseph and Laura.
Nice job.
Thank you, my love.
To the break of dawn, at Comic-Con, to the break of dawn, got the Comic-Con, to the break of dawn. Yeah, I woke up this AM, touched your cheek, and it's gonna begin again. I wanna make love to you all day long. I wanna do it in costume at Comic-Con. Gonna eat your poison ivy pussy. Poison ivy pussy. Yeah, 'cause you got the green tights on. And you got the leaves glued to your leotard. Yeah, poison ivy pussy. I'm gonna eat your poison ivy pussy all day long.
And touch your body. And feel it slowly.
Yeah.
And move my pussy on your body.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna take you to Hall H, exhibit you for all the world to say, hey, I'm gonna rock it all night long, gonna eat your pussy at Comic-Con.
You better eat it, baby. And my poison ivy, all green and salty.
Green and salty. This show is worth $36 plus fees, Ticketmaster. I'm not sure what the show is ever worth, but I want to wake up in the morning with you, make you a piece of coffee. Doesn't coffee come in pieces?
It comes in bags.
Okay, cool. I knew that. I'm not insecure. I've made coffee before. I'm gonna make you a bag of coffee. Till the break of dawn. Trying to figure out how to make coffee. I grew up poor. I don't know how to make coffee. So many buttons on this goddamn machine. She just wants you to be you. I know what you mean. Oh, God damn it. Half a cup is a fucking. Are these bad for the environment? What about those George Clooney metal ones that you recycle? Fuck that shit. Like, fuck it.
You can come back to me now, babe.
I don't know how to make coffee.
It's okay, I accept you. Just come lay down with me.
Till the break of dawn.
Because the pussy is green and salty.
Yeah.
You better taste that on
All my life,
Day.
looking for a girl like you. I've gone from Comic-Con to Comic-Con. What about you?
Been looking for a man like you, babe. You just gave me my piece of coffee. I can't stop now. This is it. It's over. I found my one and only. You better give it to me, babe. Right now.
Yeah.
Right
I'm
now.
giving it to you. Yeah.
You better give me that piece of coffee.
I got it. Yeah. More room for cream.
Let's hear it for Spencer Crittenden, everybody.
All right.
Spencer Grammer. I'm Jeff Davis. Let's hear it for your mayor, everybody. Mr. Dan Harmon.
Okay.
Also, Steve Levy in a rare cameo. historically speaking, you're allowed to leave right now, but Dan might be up here for 24 hours doing precisely this.
It's a hidden track. Hidden information, like the boiling point of steel. What's the boiling point of steel? 9/11 was an inside job. 9/11 was an inside job. Building 7, you'll never hear about it. Boiling point of steel. Autistics, vaccinations.
I'm only here because my phone is playing the music. I would have left.
Bohemian Grove, reptilians. Bohemian Grove, reptilians. Alex Jones, David Icke. Is it Ike? David Icke knows about the reptilians. Fucked your mama like her name was Ann Gillian. She was an actress from the 80s. Fucked her so hard, she went to Haiti. Did some missionary work in a field. Fucked your mama until she couldn't feel no more. She was empty inside. Fucked your mama so hard, I made her 2 times as wide.
Yo, good night, everybody. Thank you.
All right. Let me...
Just remember, this is actually happening. You're watching a 43-year-old millionaire write a stupid thing in his underwear. He doesn't even know you're here.